What do you mean? I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Bergov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semine, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
All right, I understand. I'll carry them by myself.
I'm glad you know your place.
Although, a couple of sacks wouldn't kill you, eh?
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
Would you like?
What? Who?
Would a cup, of course. Who else?
What do you mean?
Christ, what a day.
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from
himself
me.
a lord if he can't get off his ass and work.
Maybe he's got a bad bag.
He's lazy, that's all. I should hope
We're getting somewhere at
sit
last.
and drink your swill.
Aye, the beer's got to flow.
Wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's
One
time
man
to sow
works
winter
while
grain.
another sits.
I need to plough too, you know. What if you lent me the bullock of the Lord? should you? Except I don't have a bullet, and you won't lend me yours on any other day. Go and see the priest first.
Happy to help you, friend. Yes, you did. I never heard of any Perkstein in all my years.
I'm not surprised. You're just a village yokel.
How dare you? I am the son of the bailiff.
You're just an idiot, a stupid...
God be with you, Henry. Christ! Pardon me.
Well, you've been annoying me the whole time. What did you say? Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I stood at an arsehole.
It was him. Why did you do that?
I will have you, you scum.
Strike on the money! Fucking go!
Let him have it! Take that fucker out! Damn it! It'll be over in a jiffy.
Show your stuff.
Stocks with him! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You want to try me?
Blowing!
What does it be, you wretch?
Christ!
These days, no one's ever really safe.
Bad, look out! We're gonna gut you!
Show what you're made of!
No, you don't!
What the hell is going on here? Grab Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that nest.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that...
Oh, so what's up?
Hey! Bogo!
Oh, shit. Why?
Where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
Henry?
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Aye, aye. You're in the right place. Over here?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey!
Greetings.
Over here! Where are you going?
Good day.
What's your story?
What would you say? Right now, I'm slightly scruffy nothing.
But I don't have any money. Look at me. I don't have anything at all.
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you were going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
It's no wonder nobody wants anything to do with me. I look like a vagrant.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed. Although that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin? A monk's robe? Or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
What armour are you talking about? Sir Brunswick?
Oh, nothing. It's just a local legend. They say a famous knight lived here who killed a ferocious lion and saved a many-headed dragon. Or the other way round. It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
And is the armour real?
Maybe. Maybe not. Geibel, the scribe, might know something about it. He has a lot of learned books. I don't know my letters.
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary. I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
That's a pretty good idea. Tailor Bartoszek would probably throw you out of the shop. But if you can get by with things that are, let's say, slightly worn, then I could help you.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in. Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
God grant you health.
Good to see you.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others? They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Just a bit more.
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Greetings. Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
You only come to me when you want something. So what is it this time?
There are strange sounds coming from the forest.
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again? Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
What? But I...
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are like stray cats. Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Takhov. We might sell you something.
But Barra told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Oh, that. Lad, 'tis but a legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
That may be true. But even the finest armor has to pass through the hands of the master blacksmith who forged it. Well, I might be only an apprentice, but that's all the more reason I should take an interest in such things and learn something.
Aiming a bit high, starting with knightly armor, aren't you? How about starting with horseshoe nails, eh?
Excuse me?
All right, no need to lose your temper, I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much. So he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Then what happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
Chenyek was broke. How come?
Because of building his castle. Trusky may be impressive, but it's too expensive.
Hello? У меня тут фон, так что я просто не особо разговариваю.
He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place, or so they say round these parts.
Мне нравится,
Who knows if there's any truth to the
что чел стоит там все это время слушает наши разговоры.
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I...
Да. Надо вот так, кто-то разговаривает, наверное, не слышно нормально.
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold, your prize.
Так нормально. Ну, точнее,
Standing tall,
более-менее.
two guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
А чё басит, я не знаю. Мой голос басит или что? Или фон? Я думаю, фон, но типа там у меня большой фон очень. Надо бы послушать себя. Сейчас попробую. Прослушивание микрофона. Hello. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. Как-то вообще ублюдски слышно. Сейчас гляну. Я даже не слышу фона, типа, просто плохо меня слышно, вообще отвратительно. Я даже не знаю, из-за чего.
Кто пользуется этим самым с помощью нейронок, это уже не человек, как биомусор.
Типа у меня фильтры никакие не слетали.
Потому что ты кончился. Иди нахуй вообще. Потому что похуй. Оно чучело конченое, блядь. Даже, блядь, читал, пишется. Придурок, блядь. Блядь, это так, семирон, хуйня.
Дайте звук, блядь. Звук, система, может быть. Да, система, звук. Да, я слышу, как это выглядит, типа. Я просто не знаю, почему так. Да плохо микрофон слышно, не знаю почему. Нет, меня я имею в виду. То есть микрофона громкость 12%, чего?
Анализировать, и так все понятно, блядь.
Улучшение звука. Сейчас попробую еще послушать себя. Сейчас должно нормально слышно быть, потому что, короче, Windows мне улучшает голос, ну ты понял. Улучшение говна, блядь. Ебаного. Сейчас должно нормально быть.
Crown and the maiden towards midnight.
Сколько прочитал? Сидишь в интернете и думаешь, что в интернете что-то полезное.
Как хорошо загадки решать.
Seems you've got something between your ears then,
Когда
And you know what?
инжирик сам знает ответ.
Sir George, who previously owned Summer, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too. He died of a plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here.
Нормально меня слышно или это плацебо, что я послушал? Да, это, короче, Windows меня улучшал голос.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry. And if you don't have
Пока она злится не перестанет. Да.
they'll look after you in Shelly off.
Окей. То... Так, что мне надо? Я пока тут пораспрашиваю по городу. Может, кому помощь нужна?
God bless.
God bless.
Can I ask you for directions?
Can I ask for direction? Что там интересного у нас? Фактолев на дербе. I'm asking. Я?
Praise God.
Мебель.
Потому что твоя активна не сопоставим с другими нормальными еще интернет, я тебя выключил на новую
Кажется, как будто вечер. На самом деле утро. Химический стол. Интересно, у меня оружие есть? А да, у меня уже охотничий часак есть.
Блогер, стример, все пидорасы.
О, пойдем сюда. Как раз передо мной. Только, конечно, сейчас первое время ходить пешком, блядь. Пока я лошадь не получу. Но это еще долго, а это мне еще семена надо узнать.
И не быть блогером, либо стримером, не быть пидорасом.
Да, наслаждаемся, наслаждаемся. Геймплеем.
Сидят пидорасы, день будка, собачак, и падают, купили просто все кипливую коробок, просто себя и будку не падают, как собаки, блядь, спят, воют там. Балкон выходят, сигареты, дебилы, блядь.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read, but it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a viewed
Как можно концом потерять письмо? У тебя единственный предмет, что ты должен доставить.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Побить его.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough, but he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not.
Я такой счастливый, что мне можно дать в морду челику. Да все, разочек можно. Разочек хватит.
Fuck her!
Я же сказал полтора литра. Все нормально, мужик.
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
Oh, I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Спросить дорогу. Я правильно, да? Не, ну... вообще-то правильно. Что у вас тут за сборище?
What was that? Hail, good man. Want to warm up a little?
Greetings, sweet maiden.
Это музыканты. Углежуть. О, это я. Смотри.
How are you faring, girl?
Well, you know how it is. We minstrels are always on the move. Times are lean and folk need a laugh.
You're not wrong. The poorer people get, the more they drink and sin, and laugh while they're at it.
The poor man sins, the noble sins twice, but the monk and priest are the masters of vice.
What's your name, minstrel girl?
They call me Dancer, but I go by many other names.
Can I hear them?
If you come by after a show, maybe I'll let you give me one yourself, Handsome. But now, alas, there's no time to perform. We have to leave here in all haste.
Why the rush?
Our tricks and jests rubbed some respectable old farts up the wrong way at the town hall. Our tomcat entertained the bailiff's wife, in the hay, and he caught them in the act.
I bet he didn't find it funny, did he? And they say there's no place for sin anymore.
Indeed. The bailiff don't take to his pizzle being yanked.
Should we play dice?
I'm game, if you're not afraid to lose to a girl.
Losing to you would not dismay me in the slightest.
What game would you like to play?
I actually don't want to play anything. See ya.
I actually doesn't want to play anything. Потому что у меня денег нет, ноль. Окей, направо. Все, ладно. Прямо и право. Прямо и направо. То есть, точнее, правая развилка.
Ты сидел в политике, новости, целый день смотрел, ты везде, она без себя разберется, дебил, потому что дебил не хватало. Спокойно, какие дела, городские,
Вот она красота. Единственное, что я на хардкоре играю и не хватает интерфейса мне. Ну, точнее, это так и задумано, но я бы лучше видел свой интерфейс. Он не особо чего-то дает, чисто просто хочется видеть его. Можно было бы ограбить этого челика. Тут и подстричься можно, но у меня денег нет. Временное жилье.
Animal.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a friend of mine. He's not from round here, but...
Let me guess. A dirty ruffian who ain't got a groschen to his name but acts like he owns the bloody place.
He was here then?
Aye, he was. He was larging it up good and proper, and then he found some lads who paid his bill, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that? Why unfortunately?
Because they're right ruffians who are always up to no good. But still, birds of a feather, eh? In the end, they left like best pals. I've got no idea where they went.
What's going on around here, innkeeper?
Vostatek, Lord von Berghoff's huntsman, is a regular here. He might have some work for you. He's got a cottage near Vidlark Pond. So if you know your way round the woods, you could go and offer him your help. But I hope he hasn't started drinking somewhere else. He's my best customer. One more thing. You're not going to believe this, but 2 local lads claim they found a water goblin's treasure.
You have a water goblin here?
It would be a wonder if we didn't. With all the ponds around, he's got a hut nearby. If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
Where did you say the water goblin's hut was?
If you follow the right bank of the Rock Tower Pond, you'll find it hidden in the reeds.
And what did they find there? Are you sure they didn't make it up?
I thought so too at first. They're foolish lads, so I wouldn't be surprised. But then they ordered wine and paid with silver. Their purse was jingling with groschen.
Would you happen to know where I could find these lads?
They often swim at the other side of the Rock Tower Pond. There's a pier there by the dam. That's their spot.
Any other news?
Recently, a bunch of charcoal burners who have their kilns on the hill above the Kerchuk Pond came here to have a beer. I started talking to them and they told me they almost didn't make it.
Why?
They said a pack of wolves came after them.
Aren't wolves afraid of people?
That's what I thought too. It's
В первой игре не было волков.
Did they tell you where it happened?
In a gorge above the Rock Tower Pond. They noticed the wolves watching them from the rocks. If you climb up those rocks, you'll be able to see the whole pond from there.
Did they tell you how large the pack was?
They mentioned 3 wolves, but God knows if that's all of them.
Do you have any more news?
By the way, we've put together this wee fight club here. Would you like to try it?
Wii fight? Fight club.
That sounds good. What's it about?
It actually came about by chance when the miller Crazel and me bet on who has the stronger hired hands. Then other blokes from the village joined in, and it's become somewhat of a tradition. By the way, old Olbram from Zheleov keeps complaining about the Takovites. If you go and see him, I'm sure he'll tell you more about it. But, well, he takes a bit of getting used to, though.
Oh? What do you mean?
You'll see. I mean, here, and that's pretty much everything.
Thanks, innkeeper. That sounds interesting.
Why the hell do they pour beer on the table?
What are you two talking about then?
A peasant like you would never understand.
Watch your mouth, you impudent dog.
Or what? You'll smear it with that excrement under your fingernails? But let's bicker no more, stranger. Perhaps you can be our judge. What's your name?
My name is Henry.
Then sit, noble Enrico, and give your verdict on our dispute.
Oi, don't be shy. Come and sit with us.
It's Henry. H-E-N... Whatever.
Ah, any tanner or bathhouse boy could be called Henry. Enrico is nobilissimo.
Oh, for the love of God. Will you just tell me what you were discussing?
Ah, it's just that my dear friend George here is a vulgar louse who knows as much about the art of poetry as a baying donkey.
To tell the truth, my last encounter with verse didn't end all that well.
Really? Come on, let's discuss it over a beer.
Man to man, poet to poet.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say I was...
Sit.
So, are you going to tell me what you're talking about?
It's about nothing less than the very essence of the art of poetry.
And also about the fact that Michael here hasn't got his oats for ages and it's got his brain in a twist.
Kindly ignore our friend George here. He's been a simple soul ever since he was dropped on his head as a baby.
Freedom. I figured out poetry ain't to be found in inspiration from the muse. All the truth in the world is right there in ale, roast pig, and fucking.
To the point where fornication and drinking leave no time for actual composing. Better to forego the pleasures of the flesh and give oneself to art. Honorate l'altissima poeta.
Aye, aye. Keep your hair on, mate. As I said, he's not in his right mind. He once met an Italian poet, and ever since he thinks he's Dante Alighieri.
Alighieri, you dolt. So what do you think, Enrico? Where should a poet seek inspiration?
Why go looking for muses when the whole of God's green earth is filled with inspiration? Like George says, wine, women and song. That's the only poetry you need.
I told you so. Let's drink to that. However you look at it, you, my friend, as a worldly...
and highborn...
clever...
experienced...
intrepid...
unique...
in short, just the right fella.
You might be able to help us out with something.
What are you after?
Enrico, we are in need of an adventurer.
My name's Henry. H-E-N... something.
In short, Enrico, we're in need of an adventurer, a man of action, a man of goodwill, a man of knowledge, a man.
A fucking good fella.
A fellow who helps his fellow man. Aspiring minstrels.
If only you knew, mate, what genius is sleeping in our throats. Songs just waiting for a voice to raise you to the heights of glory.
Imagine it. An ode to Henry, the hapless, hoe-wielding hero, harassing the heartless hordes of
humans?
That's it! Hark! Henry the Lionheart! The only thing missing for you to achieve glory is...
a loot! We need a loot!
Alright, but where would I even get a thing like that?
In the words of the poet, una volta corre cane, e una altra la legge. He who seeks shall find. Or something like that.
And finding it won't be hard. We've done a bit of snooping, and there's only one in these parts.
It's hanging all forlorn on a wall at the Carpenters in Troskovitz. The house directly opposite the outhouse.
It ain't no use to him, but he won't sell it, the tight ass.
Well, if it were in our hands...
In our hands, it will sing like a nun on Sunday.
And it will be the torch lighting our way from this provincial purgatory to the gates of Kuttenberg.
Torch? Shit, you want to fucking burn it.
It's a metaphor, you ignorant oaf.
All right, I'll see what I can do. Please just quiet him down for a bit.
Greetings to you, friend.
Tell me more about these fights of yours.
It's really quite simple. You bet some money and fight against 3 blokes in turn. Our first fighter is Hans, a local musician. He may not look like much, but he knows a few tricks. Then we have Bohunek here. He works with horses, so he has more than enough strength to spare. And then there's Fiala, a good bloke, but Dorothy, his wife, has forbidden him from fighting.
I'd like to try the...
Why not? If you don't have enough money, try to go and see Crazel at the mill. He recently bragged he was going to send someone here, but no one has come yet. Maybe you can come to some agreement together.
Fine. I'll go and see him, and we'll see.
To stroke their titties.
What do you want here, you yokel?
Looks like you have some arse hair stuck to your lip.
God be with you.
The Lord be with you.
I saw them. They die. It does them right. If somebody paid some...
You having trouble with the Takovites?
I'd say it's time to get payback for all those shenanigans of theirs. You look like you might be good at that sort of thing. And since you're already here, why don't you help me out? Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up, then. Those naughty Takovite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know? Mess with him. For stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
Welcome, stranger. Мне больше субтитры нравятся. Шепелявые. Да блин. Английские субтитры вообще, блядь. Ну, то есть озвучка, как она оригинальная, с актерами, которые играют роли. Но, блядь, все имена славянские обосраны, обоссаны. Все обороты тоже обосраны, обоссаны. У них нету таких слов вообще даже. Играю только на английской озвучке. Это, блядь... Как сказать... Весь шарм теряется. Да. Тот самый переводчик базовых слов. Мему-переводчик уже, наверное... О. Сколько лет мему-переводчик? В 2012 году, может быть, последний раз было. Мне кажется, это в 2012 году или в 2013 было. Сушеная говядина. Мне нравится начало игры. Вот это бомж без всего. Можно было, конечно, вломиться кому-нибудь в дом, покрасть. Но мы отыгрываем честнича. Воришку, но честнича.
What's wrong? Why are you barking?
Why are you barking, man?
What are you on about? Grüß dich, was wünschst du?
Рассказывай.
I have a few questions for you.
Dann schieß mal los. What is it?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catherine. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich. There are plenty of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Baldurs, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And farther north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, The goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime.
Never mind. Good boy. You're a good guard dog.
Show me your...
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Who just came barging in here?
What the?
Well, are you going?
What the hell are you doing here? What on earth possessed you to creep into someone else's house?
All right. Sorry. I'll be on my way then.
What are you here for, friend?
Have you come to break some more stuff?
Just glowing. That doesn't surprise
Hey,
me.
innkeeper!
There hasn't been an
that
affair
beer.
like that in a very long time. It's not every day you get married off into a noble family.
I hear it's going to be big, and that Lord Samin bought a mountain of stuff for it. So much food and drink.
What a nice maypole. It'd be a shame if something...
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Really, very nice.
I'll say, the best in the country. Do you know why?
No.
Because it's the only one. We toppled the one in Zhelyov. They never saw it coming. Nobody gets the better of us. I don't think they're going to try anything after that beating anyway. Even if they do, Henrik will raise the alarm and we'll kick their asses again.
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Go over to the anvil and let's get started. Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit and try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. But you won't be able to tell when it's in the fire. You have to take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Hear that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes. There you go! You've got it finished! All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right, let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, you've definitely got a job here. Even so, keep in mind, it's all about making sure every strike does its job. That's why you can't let it get cold, or keep striking the same spot. If you work evenly, each strike falling right next to the last one, you can't go wrong. Got that? Or is there something else you want to ask about?
What good does it do me to whistle while I work?
It makes you work to a rhythm. You won't get tired so quickly, and the iron feels it.
How do I know a good strike from a bad one?
By the sparks that fly up, and by the ring. It rings out with a different sound when you do it right.
What's the right way to heat up the workpiece?
Do it till it turns the color of straw. Ideally, the color should be the same everywhere, if your forging's going to be even. The main thing is, don't work it cold. You just ruin it. But don't overheat it either. As soon as sparks start to fly off it in the furnace, take it out.
Why should I forge evenly?
If you keep hammering the same spot, you'll never finish it. You'll just fuck it up. But jumping from one end to the other ain't a good idea neither. You'd end up working unevenly. The best thing to do is aim each strike next to the one before.
How will I know it's finished?
Notice the shape. The closer you are to finishing, the more precise the shape it will have.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know. The locals ain't after luxury. And they can't afford it neither.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
Where exactly is my bed?
At the side of the house. There are 2 doors and a wheelbarrow between them. You go in by the rear door, next to the woodshed. And you can put your things in the chest there. Don't worry, nobody'll steal them.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. Christ, what a day.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends. Take care then.
Now we just have to temper it.
Why should I say something? If nobody speak to me. I can speak to myself, man. You have my notification, man. What do you mean? You have my notifications, man. Yeah, I stream a day before. This is basically a beginning. I just finished how'd say prologue. What do you mean half? It's literally a beginning. I just get to blacksmith and start working on them. It's literally first quests. You have a what to see that? It was a stream from 2 days ago. Where is the sparks, man? God be with you.
And that's it.
That's it. Should I make 2? Or 1? Only 1?
Show me your way.
Why? Oh, I can.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Sure. Why not?
Read what?
Do you accept?
We're getting close.
No, I will not, because I don't like English
Take care.
English translation of names and things. I already torture myself with English voiceover. I mean, basically, the guy who I play making voiceover, but like it's for English auditory.
You said you have some more interesting work for me. What would that be?
It's about those 2 idiot hands of mine, Venser and Franzi. They drove off with a cart full of goods towards Semin, and they never came back.
Do you want me to find them?
Just so. But more importantly, I want to know where my cart ended up. And especially the cargo. Go to Samin and find out what the bloody hell happened.
Have you any idea which way they might have gone? I could have a look along the way. Maybe their cart broke down or something.
There's only one road to Samin that can take a cart. It leads from Takov to Troskovitz, and then to the south. But I've got a bad feeling they got up to no good in Samin.
Those two hands of yours, Venter and Franzi, what can you tell me about them?
Can't tell you much. They're wandering laborers. I don't think they wanted to stay here with me for long, but these days I can use all the help I can get.
Were they suspicious in any way?
No, they worked hard. They ain't no slackers. And I can't say that about everyone.
What was the cart carrying?
Bugger and bollocks. All sorts of stuff. I'd say Lord Samin wants to rearm his garrison with new equipment. There were some hunting swords, bastard swords, crossbow bolts. I also fixed the trigger on young Samin's crossbow. And some kitchen stuff. Sacks of charcoal, all sorts of things. There's a good month's work in that cartload.
All right. I'll get right on it then.
Go ahead. And if you find that pair of fools drunk, kick their asses for me.
Gladly. I'll kick some sobriety into them. There's a couple more things I'd like to ask about smithing.
Ask away.
Thanks. That's all I need to know. I heard you could teach me some.
What is this?
Спасибо. Спасибо. Ты прям перепутал, ты видео записывал.
Let's smith some shit and level up.
Well, I'm about half done. This won't take long now. I need to level up. And we have speech. This will be done in no time.
Nice. First try.
So much dust.
What do you...
Word about the price.
Sure.
What would you say to...
That sounds...
How's this?
We're getting close. Aye. And come again, Henry.
All done.
Nice. And my axe.
That's handy, isn't it? At least you know when to round up the cattle and gather in the hay.
Aye. When I'm old and infirm, folks...
God be with you. What would you like?
Who always got heartburn
What's new around here?
You should pay a visit to Old Mouth sometime. He's our local storyteller, you know. He could tell you all sorts of interesting things, but only if you bring him some liquor. Don't forget, I have some here to sell, if you want. And that's all I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Listen, Prochek. Those Zheliovites are plotting something against you.
What? Bloody hell.
Old Olbram offered me some groschen to steal your maypole.
Типа в него дед вылазит.
That bitter old fool just won't give up. As if it wasn't enough that we fairly and honourably took theirs, and then fairly and honourably kicked their asses when they tried to take ours. It's a tradition. That's just how it goes. But for him to send some bloody outsider like that.
Hey, this bloody outsider just did you a favour and told you everything, though he didn't have to.
Aye, he did. I can clearly see he's an honest bloke, and we value honesty around here.
Thanks. I see the people from Takov are honest too.
That we are. Speaking of which, I reckon it would be fair to repay Olbram in kind. Let me know if you're interested. I came up with a nice little pastime that's sure to make Olbram shit himself.
So what should I do to the Zheliovites?
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zheliov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is, the finest animal far and wide. Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective too. Now I mean you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village. But you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Trotskovitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
All right then. Olbram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Olbram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught.
Помидоры уже 1000 лет лежит.
Why do you and the Zheliov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
What pasture did they steal from you?
The one that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zheliovites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zheliov.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
You think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zheliovites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zheliovites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burkov for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Trotskovitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
But how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? My father, but then...
Well... What's new around here?
Nothing new. It's quiet here, fortunately.
What can I do for you?
Good afternoon.
I apologize.
Careful!
Welcome. What can I do for you?
People call you the Mouth, right? They say you tell all sorts of stories.
I'm no mouth to you. My name is Stenyik. Got that? What do people call you then? Bughead? Arseface?
I'm sorry, Stenyik. I'm Henry.
Pleased to meet you. But you were right about the stories. I could tell you stories so sad they'd make the devil cry. Or would you prefer something so scary it'll make the hairs on your ass turn white? But it's a lot of hard work for me. Now, if you had something to drink or a couple of groschen, that might help loosen my tongue.
All right. I could spare a few groschen.
A wise decision, friend. It'll be worth it. You'll see.
Do you swear it?
Upon my honor. So what kind of story would you like to hear?
I'm far too old for fairy tales. Tell me a scary story. One with blood and violence.
Don't you worry. I've got just the one. I just hope you don't shit yourself with fear. So, once upon a time, there lived in these very lands 2 brothers. The older was called Kuba, the younger, Matthias. They were both woodcutters, like their father and his father before him. One day, at the height of summer, they were working in the woods. The air was as hot as a furnace, so Matthias went to a nearby pond to cool himself. But as he was leaning over the cold water, there was a loud splash. His axe had got loose from his belt. In haste, he began to search the muddy bed of the pond, and his hands soon touched something hard and heavy. He pulled it out and could not believe his eyes. He pulled out an axe. Yes, but not his old one. It was an axe made of pure silver.
Good God. I'd grab that without a second thought.
Maybe you would, but Matthias would never. He was an honest man, and with a big swing he threw the silver axe back. He searched the pond again, and this time he pulled out his own axe. Nothing but dull iron and old wood.
I reckon that was the right choice. Who knows who the silver axe belonged to?
Well, quite. Listen on. Matthias was just about to leave when suddenly a water goblin came out of the pond, silver axe in his hands, and he said, "You're a righteous man, Matthias.
and for your honesty, you may keep both axes. Matthias, not hanging around for the goblin to change his mind, took up both axes, gave us thanks, and ran to tell Kuba all about it. Kuba, however, was not best pleased with his little brother's fortune. He deeply envied Matthias for his newfound wealth, so he set out to try the same thing. He ran as fast as his legs could carry him straight to the pond, threw his own axe in, and began a pretend search for it. Yet Kuba had no luck. He pulled out the axe he'd thrown in himself, so he tried again. Tricked by sunlight, he grabbed something shiny, only to pull out his old iron axe again. Enraged, he hurled his axe back into the water and yelled, "Fuck this axe! I want a silver one!" But the water goblin heard his shameful cry and was greatly upset by Kuba's greed. So, when Kuba reached down into the water for a third time, the water goblin seized his hand, pulled him down whole to the dark depths, and drowned him.
Oh, that's so cruel. I feel sorry for Kuba.
Aye, and so did Matthias. He went to the water goblin and begged for his brother's body so he could take him home and bury him. But the path back from the pond led over a steep hill, and carrying the weight of the waterlogged body exhausted Matthias. He stopped to rest by an old oak tree, and he used a silver axe to cut off a branch that would serve as a walking stick. But it wasn't enough. Somehow, it was still getting harder to continue up the hill. Then Matthias realized it wasn't his brother's body that was weighing him down. It was the silver axe. The axe was the cause of all this trouble. So he started bashing the silver axe against a big stone with all his might, trying to destroy it. Yet no matter what, he couldn't even make a dent. With the last of his strength, Matthias climbed to the top of the hill. He knew he could go no further, so he found a pretty spot with a view over the valley and dug his brother a grave. There, he buried both his brother and the silver axe that had brought such pain upon them. His final act was to stick the oak branch in the ground by the grave. But lo and behold, the branch grew green leaves and became a tree. The locals have had no dealings with the water goblin since then, but some have had the bad luck to bump into him. And when you walk by the pier where it all happened, you can still hear his chuckling.
That was a very nice story.
Story? What story? It's the truth.
Well, why hasn't anyone gone looking for the axe then?
Because it brings misfortune. Didn't you listen to me at all? Look for yourself if you wish. Rock Tower Pond isn't far from here. The Water Goblin's pier is somewhere among the reeds. But leave me out of it. I'm fine here with my drink. It was good to see you, Henry.
Не, не. Соль.
Великий Бaldurs. Сегодня дед выступает. Оригинальный. Какой пена внизу. Бля. Место для рыбалки как раз для пенчика.
Good day to you.
Getting any bites?
Ah, don't get me started. No luck today. Then again, I've never been much of a fisherman. Crayfish, though. That's another story. And they taste better anyway.
Where's the best place to catch some crayfish?
The other side of the pond. There's a shallow spot. They like it there. Not only is there a lot of them, but sometimes you find these, greenish, bluish ones. Something in between. My God, I've never had a taste of your crayfish.
Well, if you're so bad at it, why do you fish at all?
That's not the point. See how beautiful it is here? It puts one's mind at ease.
Well, best of luck. Hope you catch something.
Thank you. It's just you.
Ты научила пошли на свободу. И всех этих скидывай, дурака, скидывай нахуй их, блядь. Сюда, скидывай для нас. Давай, братан, блядь, надо книги, сепаратист, когда дубак скидывают нахуй, блядь. Да, братан, пинает тут нахуй. Блядь, ёбаный хуй, на, блядь. Хуй, ты что, моя тупая мать, она делала выдрывка, сука.
И сам улетел.
Да, ебать, я зло, братан.
You won't catch me in deep water again. My shoulder still hurts from the last time.
Could this be the pier from Stenyek's story? He said Matthias carried Kuba's body up the hill from here, up to an old oak tree. Well, there really is an old oak tree here. But what was the rest of the story? Something about smashing the axe on a rock. This could be the rock from the story. I'm on the right path. A grave under the tree, overlooking the valley. This must be where Kuba, Matthias's brother, is buried, together with the silver axe.
I don't have a spade.
Посадите втроем смерть. И там в другую сторону я как-то так еду, чтобы его скинуть. Все, я туда. Я туда.
That's bloody deep. Oh, I can't go any further. It's too deep. So this is the water goblin's hut.
Что? Скучал. Скучалочка.
Now you're gonna die!
Piece of shit!
Sucker! What the?
Это какой-то там пенчик, бля.
Ой, да. Ну что, кот, ну соскучка. Соскуча. У мене мокрий носик. У мене мокрий носик. Йо. He's my son.
What?
Pray for a quick death, you bastard.
He goes to attack this guy. Fuck, why can't I kill him? Where this game is fucking amazing. Yep, this one. Without shield. And to get to town so I can sleep. Where is my town? Stuck off. Yep. So far, fuck. Try engine here. If not the sharpening with the DLSS, it would be better even. I need a spade. Not really, but I prefer better FPS than stutters. One thing about CryEngine is fucking reflections on the water. It's so bad. How did they even pull this shit? What is this even reflecting? Especially in hand. This is fucking hilarious. I wish Henry can swim, could swim. I have to go all the way around to the takeoff. What the fuck? I can't swim, man. I'm coming. Alright. Fuck you. It's not a single one, what the fuck?
Devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
What's that?
Good evening, what do you need? Could you spare a few groschens for charity's sake? I'll be straight with you. It's to spend down the tavern.
Tell me a little about yourself. If I find you to be an upright fellow, I might be willing to indulge you.
I was once a cloth merchant. You'd have been hard put to find a tailor around here who didn't buy my wares. The finest quality at the fairest prices.
So what happened?
Bad times, lad, and bad people. They robbed my cart more than once, and in the end they just drove off with it. Twice they held a dagger to my throat until I emptied my purse. So I ended up on my own, with no livelihood and no money.
I'm sorry to hear that.
But it's not that bad. Every now and then I meet someone who gives me a groschen, and then I'm good for the evening.
Your frankness is refreshing. Maybe I can dig out a few coins here.
Thank you for your generosity. May the Lord reward you. I will drink to your health and raise an ale to your
I reckon he's finally
The
getting
king
used
commands.
to it.
The subjects have to obey, don't they?
You didn't hear...
That's a nice bull you've got there. An extraordinary specimen.
Aye, our Arnostek. He's living the best life of us all. He's also the reason I got my ass kicked the other day.
What happened?
Old Bram wants someone to watch him every night. It was my turn that day, but I kind of fell asleep.
You fell asleep? How so?
Well, it was really hot that day, and since I was watching Arnostek all day in the pen, I got really thirsty. So I went to the tavern that night, just for 2 beers.
And you got drunk as a fiddler?
When old Bram found out in the morning, he took a stick to my back. Even though nothing happened. Arnostek was in the byre all night, asleep. Good night.
I'd like something to eat and to spend the night.
We'll see. And
Just for tonight.
all right then. Pay in advance and no whoring.
No whoring, what the fuck, man?
I'd like to just...
All right.
How's this?
That's almost an accept. I knew we'd come. Your bed's ready.
Hey, Hans!
Nourishment. Nom nom nom.
Are you talking to me?
Greetings to you.
You really remember? Back already, Hans? I thought you'd be gone a lot longer.
I'm not Hans. I'm Henry.
Yeah, right, Hans. And I'm King Sigismund.
Do we know each other?
Of course. It's me, Joachim. We met in Kuttenberg. We had that row about who had the right to a better pitch at the market. We nearly crossed swords at the cattle market in the morning. But come evening, we were getting boozed up together at the hangman's halter. You more than me, I reckon, seeing as you don't remember.
Where is it exactly I'm supposed to be coming back from?
You said you were off to Germany to sell your wares. I gave you some trinkets to see if you have any luck hawking them for me there. Didn't go in yet.
Опять воняет, опять воняет. Опять воняет своим ротешем. Ну, слышно.
You're a trader, then?
Not quite, Hans. Just a plain old huckster, like yourself.
How's business?
It's been better. Luckily, there are still enough people in Kuttenberg who aren't living hand to mouth, but they still chafe at the prices, even though I haven't put them up in years.
Where do you get the goods you sell in Kuttenberg?
Wherever I can, Hans. Wherever I can. Every now and then I meet a merchant on the road who's happy to trade with me. Other times I bump into a craftsman in some backwater who makes quality stuff that doesn't cost the earth. So I peddle my wares around the country.
I have to get...
See you later.
Yeah.
Hans.
Careful.
I feel a lucky roll coming up. Shall we play?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
Did I... Just the usual one.
Oh, Fortuna! May the best player win.
Now, just to close. How about the ballad of Sylvia Sally?
You call that poetry? It's the bleating of a goat.
It's a poem that every man Jack can understand. Unlike that airy, fairy, lovesick, whiny of the name in the parish priest open my mouth and wait for it to rain.
Damn it. They're yours, lad.
Jesus, there's no talking to you. Let's drink.
Ale flow and wash away the bitter taste of disappointment. You're not going to win with that.
Greetings.
What the fuck, man?
Finally! I won!
I fucking robbed. How much? 6.
Greetings, friend. Good day.
Do I have button for fuck.
Я подумал, на специально проверенное имя собираюсь. Тут никак не
God bless.
I need a spade somewhere. Maybe I can steal some.
Greetings to you.
Will you help me, Henry?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She helped
missing.
us.
It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
So there so much happens.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs. But you might
know,
find
there is
some
so
clues
much
there.
simplified dialogues like to the English auditory. No. I mean, there is so much words simplified for English auditory. Even names. Because some words just doesn't exist in English. They even changed names for people. Like for Henry. Yeah, look at this beauty. It's like I'm going outside at the summer.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
What the fuck are you doing, man?
God wills it! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker!
I'm defending this queue right from the first game. I really need so much stuff.
Dead. And robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's... no trace of mutt. A nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herbwoman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him. Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, sucker. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last.
We need to find Matt.
There's a whole pack of wolves near Samin these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
Care, Henry?
Yeah, me too. Hey. I dig this and bury a guy. There. I swear, I saw a guy. Yeah, it's just like outside. It's amazing. Fuck my shoes. My shoes are always damaged. He's just pounding behind me.
Sharpie Clara never says no. These two fine lads gave her a go. And when Clara had
Listen.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
you had one beer with. And as for my meter,
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Good to you. Good day, good day.
I need money, man.
Алло. Серега. Иди, Серега.
Че, он подирался, что ли?
You value your life, turn around and forget you saw anything.
Calm down now. Nobody saw anything and I'm leaving.
I don't want... Clear off.
I can handle 3 people.
Предпочтение, сейчас это понятно, не надо.
What the fuck? Every road is dangerous. This guy's even more geared than the last one. Oh, no, no, no. What the fuck? You fucking fail, man. I'm done. Will I survive? Help me, man. Help me. I fucking died. Right in front of you here. I think it's good.
Открутись, пацаны. Мы дома, мы дома. Мы дома, ребята. Открутись. Мы дома, ребята. Мы дома, мы дома. Подожди, что-то не понял. Подожди, надо перезайти. Нет. Это будет ударно. Пача пишет, что здесь. Да, Пача тоже 150. Ты видишь его в сессии? А у него, Пача, да, у него, он же, белорус. Нет.
God grant you health.
Если обнимались, тело ее будет выносить гордо, так что ты не висит на
And he's nearly educated. Art for its own sake.
I just worked Siegfried. Here, in the... He said one.
Do you know where that...
Я еще думаю,
People.
The Lord be with you.
Кто нагреет, лучше пересадить.
Hey, fella, we're an honest lot.
God be with you.
God be with you.
Greetings, my friend. Since you're always walking around the ponds here, did you notice a stray dog wandering about?
What? A dog? Do you think he came here to poach fish? Now, sheep? Well, that would be another story.
And why did you specifically mention sheep?
A while back, I heard Siegfried the shepherd complaining about them. Or about the gamekeeper. Or both. Why didn't you go and ask him yourself?
Where will I find that shepherd?
Siegfried? He lives with his sheep not far from here. On the other side of the water, up on the hill, towards the castle.
Thanks. I'll try and ask him. Otherwise, you haven't heard any talk of stray dogs around here, have you?
No, if it doesn't have fins and scales, I'm not interested in it. So one night, I was way down on the southern end of Rock Tower Pond, the big one, of a spot there where I catch catfish. Well, I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. A noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
Take care.
Это какой-то бред, словно велосипед.
Жесть.
Это какой-то Брэнсон на велосипеде.
Why did I even leave the house?
There's someone up in that tree there. If I don't help him, those...
Why did I even leave the house? Why did I even leave the house?
It's all right now. You can come down.
Thank God! I was starting to think I'd turn into a branch! What the hell are you doing? I'll break my legs if you don't make room for me down there. Out of the way! Watch out! I'm coming down! Jesus! Mary Joseph! And an arse! My foot! Ah!
You all right?
I fucked up my bloody ankle, damn it! Thank God you were passing by. Otherwise they'd have eaten me for sure. I'm Foster Jack. Huntsman.
Henry, can you walk? That fall looked bad.
You've got to... hurts. You've got to carry me. Christ in heaven. Of course this happens to me.
Is it bad? How do you feel?
How the hell do you think? Like old Black's prick.
What?
I can't get up either. Oh! Ow! Oh, ow!
Jesus Christ. Are you drunk?
Not as much as I'd like to be. At least then it wouldn't hurt so much.
Where do you want me to carry you? We're a long way from the nearest sawbones.
I've got a hideout, not far from here.
What are you going to do there? Someone should have a look at that foot.
No! First we have to pick up Pepik at the hideout. Then you'll take us... Fuck! Ow! You'll take us both home.
Who's Pepik?
Pepik is my best friend.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
What's so hard to understand? You've got to get me there. I left Pepik tied up in the camp when the wolves came after me.
You tied up your best friend?
Was I supposed to let him wander off into the woods alone?
Is Pepik a horse? Can I take you home on him afterwards?
What did you think? That he's my personal servant? Of course Pepik's a horse. The best horse. We have to get there quick before something happens to him.
Where is that hideout of yours? Is it far?
Not far. But not all that close either.
That's just great.
Look, the best thing will be if I give you directions as we go.
I'll help you then.
Throw me over your shoulder, and I'll tell you where to go. I just need a drink first, or I'll pass out from the pain. Do you want some?
All right. If I'm going to carry you the whole way, I'll need the strength.
You're my kind of fella. To good fortune, the treacherous bitch.
Oof, that's strong. How can you drink this stuff? Christ.
Let's go that way.
Which way?
That way.
For Christ's sake, I can't see where you're pointing.
Turn away from the pond. Go around the bushes and keep going till you reach an old fallen tree. Yeah! The tree trunk's covered in moss.
На капитане, мать твою, плевать. Хуй, ебаный. Хуй сос от штата. Гарри Поттер, ебаный. Чего глаза будет?
Ow! Damn it! Man! I told you to be careful! You're carrying me like a corpse.
You're as heavy as a wild boar. Stop moving so much. That includes your mouth.
No need to get as prickly as a hedgehog. You might poke my eye out.
Oh, Christ almighty.
That's the falling tree. I can't get
10 раз вы сообщили,
I keep going in the same direction until you come across an anthill. Then I'll tell you what.
Ты дурак. Ты сделал мне мужика. Ты Марса, ты Джерри не написал.
Ёб твою мать. Да как так?
В дерьме вот я так 6 не делала 2 дня фейс, блядь. Еще и, блядь, нахуй, блядь, такую ошибку совершил. Это просто невероятно. Ты еще и, наверное, блядь...
Блядь, по новой? Да ладно. Да ёбаный рот. Я не толкал никого, меня сами толкают все, блядь. Крысы. Ёбаный в рот.
Ты ему еще взял, скопировал письмо, которое ты Джерри, блядь, написал, перевел на французский и скинул ему, блядь.
Я сижу, мне половой орган напряженный. Это нормально, блядь, вообще для такого?
Как, блядь, можно с именем вообще копировать?
Я вообще не понимаю.
Как можно с именем копировать? Я вообще не понимаю.
Так я их делаю, эти письма. И меняю имя. Я не понял, как я вообще не поменял имя, блядь. Сейчас выкручусь.
Напиши, блядь, что...
Да переводчик, как обычно.
Да не будет он уже верить.
Да чё ты?
Ёбаный хуйло, сука, морду тварь. Боже, какой пиздец. Да тут снова меня вытолкнул, блядь, ёбаный.
Мне, блядь, кажется, что он жалобу не подал.
Ёбаные пидорасы, сука, хуесосы ебаные. Пизда вам, сука, вы все вторанники хуйцовые, отвечаю, мне поебать нахуй. За человечность, блядь, я дал, блядь, пидорас, я буду всех толкать, хуесосы.
Это ж французский лицо, похоже на Джерри. Голосом сказать, я тебя люблю, там называют, начинается на Дже. Джетиами. Надо же клянусь.
Да. Блядь, ты заебись, тут мне нужен, блядь, пиздец. Съеби, блядь, съеби просто. Ну, сука, нахуй ты закрыл дырку, блядь. Выкини его нахуй. Бери машину, сука, дебилка. Синенький, подожди, малыш. Бля.
Ну, кто там сейчас?
Ёбаный в рот, ладно я. Волчица.
Ну, я куда она? Не знаю.
Это были у тебя ошибки? Что ты... У меня бывают ошибки.
Ну, это в конце письма было. Мне интересно в доёбке. У него с зеликом. Переписка.
Угу. Да ничего страшного. Я 1000 раз не ошибался. Ну, то есть, 1000 лет не ошибался.
Ну, также мне сложилось впечатление, что ты не единственный пишешь. У тебя вот складывается ощущение, что...
Блядь, ёбок, сука, тупой, Нина! Хула я со своей матери наберу на мобилу, сука, ты будешь хуй сосать, блядь! Урод ебаный, хуйня на красной машине, во-первых! Во-вторых, хуйня на желтой машине, 2 дауна, блядь! Ебаные пидоры, блядь, я вас сконфиксирую, ваше поведение даунское, пидоры, блядь! Следующий карт, вот сигнала, блядь, пидорасы, тихо, следующий карт, пидора дауна! Он ублюдок, я его сосал, я вытащил ебала, сука! Спасибо, спасибо, дружище, спасибо. Это пусть специально мне дыркой. Не специально ли, пидоры? Я их ебал, я специалист лежать, школьник уже все, я не первый. Нереально кончено. Да, удалить и все, и дать пизды потом еще. И судом.
Это было, кстати, первый раз В январе я написала про... Я посмотрела фильм про скульпторов, который ты... Я сказала, еще раз такое будет, все, блядь. Я уйду, я с двумя играю. Все, блядь.
Да похуй. Ну что, ну ты не ошибаешься никогда в жизни, что ли?
60 кредитов в месяц.
Маша, ты никогда в жизни не ошибаешься.
Ну, ищи нового.
Пиздец, блядь.